What's up, everyone? It's your girl Shay here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back to my channel if you have been here before. And yes, that title on this video is correct. A03 is definitely the most superior fanfiction site I have used to date. And I still can't believe that I actually thought that Wattpad was better than A03. Let me talk about this because let me just say, yes, I still read stories on Wattpad, but I gotta say, A03's fanfics on there are chef's kiss. And I've been reading fanfiction for a really long time. Since like 2008, I've been reading fanfiction, starting out with reading Inuyasha fanfiction on fanfiction.net. But I found out about Wattpad, started reading stories on there, found out about A03, and went to that website. First of all, I was upset there wasn't an app. And then second of all, the filtering system blew my mind, and I didn't have the mental process or mental capacity at that point to actually learn the filtering system until kind of recently. There's a YouTuber on YouTube with the channel name of Coley Does Things, and I was going through her videos, kind of binge watching them because she talks about a lot about fan fiction and fandom in general. And she had a video where she actually talks about the A03 filtering system and actually gives a step-by-step sort of tutorial on how to use the filtering system, or more so how she uses the filtering system. And it blew my mind. It opened up a whole new world for me. Before, at this point, when it came to using A03, I generally only really used it if I found fanfics from other places where they linked it to A03. But I wasn't going on A03 on my own and just trying to find a fanfic that I wanted to read. Now, at this point, everyone kind of knows at this point, the fanfics I enjoy reading at this point are BTS fanfics. So I was kind of trying to trapeze through there, but I definitely wasn't using the filtering system correctly, and all I did was get very, very frustrated. But like I said, I found that video and it changed everything. At that point, I was excited to go on A03 and use the filtering system. For me, currently, how I kind of use it is that I think I searched by either kudos or bookmarks, I believe is how I might be searching for it. I took out what it was I didn't like, made sure it said completed stories only, put it in English, and the angels sang. That was how it felt when I finally got used to using the filtering system. Now at this point, I'm just scrolling through at this point all the BTS fanfics and just automatically bookmarking the ones that I kind of plan to read later on that have kind of piqued my interest and kind of have gone from there. Now, does this mean I don't use Wattpad anymore? No, I still use Wattpad because I am still finding some stories on Wattpad that are amazing, but I definitely have to say the quality in both sites as far as the writing is concerned is definitely kind of night and day. Not saying that A03 doesn't have fanfics that are bad, but at this point in time, I haven't came across any that I've been like stopped reading while I was reading it just because it was terrible. I feel like with Wattpad, I seem to do that a little bit more often where I'm reading it, I'm just kind of like, oh God, I can't finish this, and I end up removing it from my library. Yeah, I feel like that happens a little bit more. One of the main things though that kind of made me stick with Wattpad was because I was able to make different reading lists and be able to like create my own and sort it based off of pairings, characters, and so on and so forth, or even just fandoms in general. Whereas with A03, you could kind of do that with bookmarks, but to me it just wasn't the same like how it was on Wattpad until I found a TikTok that showed me where I could actually take a book that's on A03, download it. This is only for if you have an iPhone. Also with Android, I actually don't know how you would do this, but with an iPhone you can actually go to A03. There's a button that says download at the top of the book, then you hit ePublisher and it downloads and you can open it in iBooks. And so basically what I did is I do that with every single story so far that I've either read and the book I'm currently reading. And then from there, I actually made different categories in iBooks with the exact same, reading list that I have in Wattpad. And that has been a game changer for me. Now, once again, like I said, I'm still using Wattpad, but I'm also using A03 definitely a lot more often, and it makes me more excited to read books on A03 compared to Wattpad. Now, what kind of made me make the switch more so from Wattpad to A03 is because of the fact that once I got this filtering system on A03, Wattpad's filtering system is kind of non-existent. Between me mostly searching for fanfics that mostly just want to be completed and fanfics that I mostly just don't want to make sure that they do have mature actually checked because I don't mind mature stories. that's basically it. I feel like 9 times out of 10 when it comes to me searching for stories on Wattpad, I usually find them through either the front page of me on the Wattpad app or going through various authors and seeing what books they are reading within the fandom that I'm reading for, and so on and so forth. I really don't use the search function very much unless I'm searching for something very specific. Like if I want to search like zombie apocalypse stories, BTS, then it'll pop up some stories for me, but that's kind of it when it comes to filtering systems. When it comes to A03, like I said, it's very much more not intuitive, but it's very much more, there's just a lot more. I'm able to search a lot more easier and find exactly the fanfic that I'm pretty much looking for on A03. Also with Wattpad, it's also paid. You can have it for free, but when it's free, you get ads and stuff like that. You can't have any books in the cloud, so you're relying on your internet service for you to be able to read the story that you want to read, and so on and so forth. So I do pay for Wattpad, not like the premium one, but I do pay for it, and it's really kind of not worth it. I'm kind of just having it at this point so that I don't have ads. That's basically the main reason why I'm keeping the Wattpad subscription. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. But that's pretty much for me at this point why A03 is superior. So I'm definitely gonna link, Coley Does Things, her YouTube channel, linked below, because her content is amazing. It's really funny to me. It's extremely relatable, and I definitely recommend you finding her video where she talks about the filtering system for A03 and shows how she actually uses it. And like I said before, I'm very, very sorry for any A03 slander that I may have said in previous videos, because I am very incorrect, because A03, like I said, and like Tyler's video says, it is superior. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, are you going to talk about other fanfic places that you can read fanfics? So I only know about 2 other sites at this point, or technically really 1, and that's fanfiction.net. And I haven't used fanfiction.net in a very long time, but I've heard that they've purged a lot of stories that were on the more explicit side. So I actually haven't used it in like a really long time. They also have an app as well. And yeah, I haven't read on there in a really long time, and I don't know if I am going to go back to reading on there, although I might check it out and kind of see what's changed. That's pretty much about it. The only other site I used to use was Media Miner, and I don't even know if they're around anymore, but they had fanfics as well. The only other thing that I can talk about is like TikTok fanfics and Twitter fanfics and Tumblr fanfics, which I'm starting to get into all 3 of those because some of them are really good and you guys are very, very creative. The only ones that I haven't gotten into and don't really want to are YouTube fanfics. I don't know. It's just kind of not up my alley right now. But yeah, that is pretty much what I have for you guys today. Once again, if you haven't used A03 and you enjoy reading fan fiction, definitely use A03. Don't let the fact that it doesn't have an app stop you from using it. It's also crowd-funded and funded by us pretty much. So that's great. I feel like that's amazing. And yeah, definitely check out A03 and use that for fan fiction. Not saying don't use Wattpad, but use it, but also definitely check out A03. Also, one last thing, I do plan to start talking about fan fiction more on this channel because I definitely want to give you guys a little bit more recommendations, because I feel like some of you guys do read fan fiction. So let me know, do any of you guys read fan fiction? Would you guys be okay with me talking about fan fiction more as far as like reviews on stories that I have finished reading? Because I really, really do want to do that, and I probably will, because yeah, fan fiction is amazing. But anyway, if you like this video, give a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Links below to all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and of course my TikTok. And like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and today's day and age, stay healthy, and of course, please stay safe. All right, you guys, bye.